How to buy dividend stocks on Webull to start earning passive income no matter how much money you have. By the end of this video, you'll know with confidence how to find and buy dividend stocks that pay you just for holding them, even if you only have a single dollar to invest. Each step builds on the next, so if you skip one, you'll miss what separates the best ones from the bad ones. And this all begins with how to instantly find dividend stocks, even if you have no idea where to start. Jumping into the app, once you've signed up and opened an account, click on the menu tab in the bottom right. Now, Webull often offers cash bonuses or free stock for opening an account and depositing. This is required to start investing anyway, so if you haven't signed up yet, don't miss out on free value. The link in the comments below shows you what you can currently get and a way to sign up if you haven't already. From the menu tab, click More, then under the Markets label, click Screener. This is a cheat code to finding great dividend stocks instantly. Hit Create New Screener and you can filter through thousands of stocks to match the exact traits you want. At the bottom, look at the number next to the View Result button. Watch what happens to this in a second. Okay, so you can customize each option on this screen and Webull will create a list of stocks matching those characteristics. To find dividend stocks, scroll until you see dividend yield. But hang on, what's a dividend yield? So a dividend is the dollar amount paid out to shareholders like you and I just for owning the stock. A dividend yield is the percentage of the stock's current price you earn back each year in the form of dividends. If a stock is trading at $100 and it has a 5% yield, you'd receive $5 per year for every share you own, deposited as cash directly into your Webull account. So let's search for a stock with at least a 5% yield. Clicking on dividend yield, you can choose from a preset option or enter one of your own. We're gonna go with greater than 5, then hit done. Looking at that number at the bottom, that just dropped from nearly 6,000 to just over 400, but we can narrow this even more. Since we have less than $100 to invest, some great dividend stocks may be out of reach, but Webull lets us invest using fractional shares so we can still take advantage of those higher priced stocks. Scroll to the bottom, click fractional shares and make sure fractional shares available is selected. But we still need to avoid bad dividend stocks. You need to make sure the company paying the dividend is actually making money. If not, there's a higher chance they'll cut the dividend after you buy the stock, defeating the whole point of finding a dividend stock in the first place. What you want to do is scroll back up and near the dividend yield, you'll see net income. Click on this. Net income is how much money the company is earning after it's paid its expenses and tax. In other words, profit. So let's sort for dividend stocks with profit over $1 billion. You now have a strong starting point with a list of just 16 profitable dividend stocks you can invest in with as little as $1. Hit save, give it a name. We'll name this dividends. Then you can come back to this list at any time for new ideas. So let's walk through buying so you can start earning passive income no matter how much you have to invest. Click on the list you just saved and you'll see the price and dividend yield of each stock by dragging. So let's use ENB for this example. On the chart page, there are 3 things you need to do before buying. First, look at the 5-year chart price. Enbridge has consistently grown and that's what we want to see. We just need to make sure it hasn't been on a steady decline for the last 5 years. Second, click on the drop down in the top right, then look for dividend. This is the actual dollar amount that you'll receive in the form of dividends over the course of a year by owning this stock. But how does this work if you just own a fraction of the stock? Well, you'll still earn dividends and it will be in the proportion of the amount of stock you own. Now, $2 something cents over the course of a year doesn't sound like a lot, but the stock is only trading at about $50 per share and has grown consistently for 5 years. And the more you invest, the more your account snowballs with those passive dividends. Third, and the most important thing you need to do before buying is check to see if the stock has consistently paid a dividend in the past. To do this, jump into Google and type in the company name followed by dividend history. For this example, it would be Enbridge dividend history. From search results, we can already see that Enbridge has paid out dividends for 70 years consistently, so I'm not worried about reliability being an issue here. Okay, so buying fractional shares works differently than regular trading. Here's how to do it correctly. On the stock page, click trade in the lower left and you're brought to the order form. Make sure buy is selected, then we have order type. A market order is the only option for fractional shares. Next, enter the dollar amount to invest. If you have $20, enter 20, hit next, and you'll see trading hours and time in force. These don't matter for market orders, so you can ignore them. At the bottom, you'll see the estimated number of shares you'll own with your $20 and your available buying power, aka how much money you have available to invest. Hit buy, double check the order details, and as soon as you place your order, you own the shares and you'll begin earning passive income on your $20 investment. For a complete beginner tutorial covering all the features on Webull, from setting up your account to placing your first trade, you'll want to watch this video here.